three songs by Robert Schumann. Schumann began his life as a composer for the piano. He was an excellent pianist himself, and for the first about 10 years of his compositional life, he wrote only piano music. In his late 20s, he fell in love with Clara Wieck, who was a great virtuoso and a very young girl. She was about 15 or 14 or 13. She was very young when they met. And it's no surprise that her father did not like the match at all and prevented them from marrying. So Schumann was terribly troubled by his separation from Clara. And finally, in 1840, when he was 30 years old, Clara came of age and they were able to marry. And this happy event created in Schumann an outpouring of song. The year 1840 to 1841 in Schumann's output is known as the Year of Song. In that 1 year, he wrote over 200 songs and almost nothing else. So these three songs that we're going to perform are all written in that year. Two of them, the first and the third, actually come from a collection called Myrten, or what's the word in English? Myrtles, which was a collection of 25 songs that he gave to Clara as a wedding present. And these two songs that we'll perform are two of Schumann's best loved songs, and also two of his most romantic, in the most romantic, loving sense of the word. The first song is Du bist wie eine Blume, which means you are like a flower. And the poet, who is Heine, a very important German poet, the poet describes his love as like a flower, so beautiful, so pure, and so dear. And he prays that God will keep her that way. The second song from Myrten, which is actually the third song that we will sing, is called Widmung. I'm sure many of you will recognize this song. It is an extraordinarily lyric, romantic poem that says, you are my soul, you are my heart, you are my grief, you are my pain, you are my happiness, you are my life. And it goes on in that vein a little bit longer. The second of our three songs is from a slightly later group of songs, but still in the same year. And in this song, the poet reflects on his deep love of the woods. This is a theme that is very common in German Romanticism, this affinity that the poets had for the woods. And in fact, in this poem, it specifically talks about how, what a wealth of inspiration the poet gains from the woods. And when he's out of the woods, he feels like he's in these expanses of lifeless city. So, three songs by Robert Schumann.